p.m. New York City time. And we're going to start out with a video.
They were designed to be the best. They met enemies face to face, endured tragedies and enjoyed victories. They went down in history due to the bravery of their crews. They are the ships that deserve to be called naval legends.
In this episode, USS Alabama, the long life of the Lucky A. The battleships define the might and effectiveness of the naval fleet of major sea powers in the first half of the 20th century. These vessels incorporated the latest scientific and technical achievements. Each new ship received thicker armor and more powerful large-caliber guns.
The battleships were becoming real sea giants. To put a stop to the naval arms race, a conference was convened in Washington in 1922. The major sea powers reached an agreement to reduce the number of battleships, limit their primary armament caliber, the displacement, and other characteristics. Despite the strict limitations imposed by the treaty, scientific progress allowed participating countries to continuously upgrade the speed, the armor, and the armament of their battleships.
The U.S. battleships of the South Dakota class are one of the most successful examples of the new design approach. It included 4 vessels, USS Alabama being the last of them.
We're standing on the deck of the battleship USS Alabama BB-60 that was actually, the keel was laid February the 1st, 1940. It took over 3,000 men and women working 24 hours a day. 30 months to build the ship. She was christened February 16th of 42. She was commissioned into the United States Navy on August the 16th of 1942. She served 4.5 years, earned 9 battle stars.
Total displacement, 44,500 tons. Length, 680 feet. Beam, 108 feet. Draft, 36 feet. Armament. Primary armament, 9 Mark 6 guns in 3 turrets, caliber 16-inch. Range of fire, armor-piercing shells, 18.2 miles. High explosive shells, 19.8 miles. Dual-purpose artillery, 10 Mark 28 turrets with 2 Mark 12 guns each. Caliber, 5-inch. Anti-aircraft artillery, 12 quadruple Bofors guns. 48 Oerlikon Mark II, 3, 4, 78 cannons. Air group from 2 to 3 OS-2U float planes. Armor, belt 12.2 inches. Primary armament turrets from 7.2 to 18 inches. Conning tower from 4 to 16 inches. Maximal speed, 27 knots. Range, 13,000 nautical miles at 15 knots. US engineers managed to give the new battleships quite a high speed and an impressive self-sustainability. The vessels were agile enough to escort aircraft carriers, and the cruising range allowed them to sail halfway around the globe. The key to this endurance was the main power plant of the Alabama, installed in 4 engine rooms.
Like I said, you can see basically what appears to be operational turbines and steam generators. That the actual bores are follow me, are this way. When fully operational, at peak capacity, it's 130,000 brake horsepower. And as I said, it drove a 45,000 ton or a 90 million pound ship, approximately 31 miles an hour or 28 knots.
USS Alabama's armament is worthy of special attention. Only 2 ship classes were more powerfully armed. The newest US Iowa class and the Japanese Yamato class, the biggest battleships in the world. The Alabama's main battery consisted of 9 guns of 16-inch caliber. installed in 2 forward turrets and 1 aft turret. The primary armaments magazine was located 2 levels below the main deck.
This is an area called the barbette, and this is one of the stations where the big 16-inch shells were loaded and put up in a hoist up above me here, and loaded into the big guns to be fired, the big 16-inch guns that you see in the front and the back of the battleship. It was very, very difficult work, very hot conditions in here. The pictures that are around this room, the photographs, shows men, big kind of burly men with big arms, and because you needed a lot of strength to work in here. They would put chains around these shells or so, and then put them into the hoist and send them up to be fired.
A sophisticated system of gyroscopes and analog calculators was responsible for targeting. Gunners supplied the system with necessary data, such as target characteristics, speed and direction of the wind, and wear rate of the barrels. USS Alabama had from 2 to 3 float planes on board for air reconnaissance and spotting when the ship was firing at shore targets. Surface targets were tracked and aimed at with the help of radars, pride and joy of the US Navy.
It's a place where radar, visual aid, and radio contact all came together, and also sonar. And so what you have here is this kind of the brain trust or the nervous system of the ship. So all the information was collected here and dispersed to the rest of the ship.
The dual-purpose Mark 12 guns were designed to destroy both enemy ships and aircraft. They used shells equipped with non-contact fuses, thus dramatically increasing the efficiency of the anti-aircraft fire. The battleship's anti-aircraft armament during the war also included an ever-increasing number of 40mm Bofors and 20mm Oerlikon automatic guns.
I had enough anti-aircraft power, shot down 22 aircraft. That's confirmed 22. The crew said they shot down twice that many, but you know, who knows.
To increase the defense of the ship without exceeding the displacement limit, the all-or-nothing approach was adopted. The armor protected only the vital components of the vessel, such as the conning tower, the primary armament, the machinery spaces, and the rudder gear. The ship's ends remained unarmored. To further save weight, an inner armor belt was introduced in the design. It represented a relatively thin plating of reinforced steel covering the main bulk of armor. The construction was sufficiently light and was considered to be very effective against the armor-piercing shells.
Regardless of all the innovations, the engineers still had to shorten the vessel's hull by 20 meters compared to the North Carolina battleship. Officers were accompanied in double cabins. The crew quarters housed 2, 3, and even 4-tier berths. Still, in spite of the space saving, the American designers managed to find a place for a dentist's office, an operating room, a barber shop, a store, and even a pantry.
2,500 men on the ship at any one time during World War II. So you would have had breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the 3 meals of the day. And in front of me right now, you're seeing the breakfast side. We've got all kinds of things for the guys to eat here, including sausage patties. We have bread baking in the oven. And over here behind this gentleman, we've got things like rice, and also they also had grits once in a while in the morning. We also have breakfast cereal and things like fresh fruit. Whenever they were in port, they got fresh supplies, so they had things like apples and oranges. Battleships made the ice cream, had the geedunks in them, sold ice cream floats, things like that. One statistic, it's thought that about 100 gallons of ice cream and or sodas were served or given to the enlisted crew and the officers per day here on the ship. So 100 gallons of ice cream and soda, that's a lot for one day. And this is the barbershop for the enlisted crewmen, so this is not for the officers. You would have had 3 master barbers down here, men who cut hair, and then they had 2 apprentices. If the men wanted a certain style or something like that that was allowed by the Navy military,
Rigid discipline was maintained on the ship. But considering the number of people aboard, more than 2,500, minor offences were inevitable.
What's called the temporary brig. Some people call it the pen or the slammer, like slamming a jail door. And this was a temporary jail area for guys that were crewmen who eventually were on leave, either got drunk and came back, or they were in a fight, something like that, something minor. Now down below us, one deck, we have the actual brig where the more major offenses. They weren't allowed to have a lot of things except for maybe a little bit of reading material or some cards or something like that, as you would see in here.
After her commissioning, USS Alabama was sent to the Atlantic Ocean. The US battleships were tasked with holding back the German fleet in the north, while the British ships moved to the Mediterranean to prepare the assault on Sicily. In July 1943, the Alabama joined the raid on Norwegian shores.
The Allied forces attempted to lure out the Tirpitz, but the German battleship preferred to stay under cover of fjords. Neither the Tirpitz nor the Alabama had a chance to fight a comparable ship in their careers. These battleships, giants created to assure superiority in the naval realms, never engaged in a serious battle with a similar type of opponent of equal strength. USS Alabama, however, managed to distinguish herself during one of the major engagements in the Pacific Ocean, the largest aircraft carrier battle between the US and Japan, known as the Battle for the Mariana Islands, or the Battle of the Philippine Sea.
In case the Americans captured the Mariana Islands, they could regularly bomb Japanese cities and cut off the land of the rising sun from strategic resources in the West Indies. Japan could not afford to lose them and sent almost all its carrier-borne aviation to fight off the enemy fleet. USS Alabama, transferred earlier to the Pacific Ocean, joined the battle as part of the screening force for the aircraft carriers. Thanks to her state-of-the-art radar, the battleship was able to detect approaching Japanese aircraft at a distance of almost 160 miles.
And in 1944, it was inconceivable. None of the task force ships could confirm the target. And only at a distance of 140 miles did the battleship Iowa confirm the detection. Upon receiving confirmation, the U.S. fleet commander ordered his aircraft carriers to launch their fighters.
One of the pilots from the aircraft carrier Lexington described this engagement as an old-time turkey shoot-down. This nickname stuck, and the battle went down in history as the Great Marianas Turkey Shoot. U.S. pilots and ships destroyed more than 500 Japanese planes and killed the majority of experienced pilots. In fact, the Japanese carrier-borne aviation ceased to exist. It is after the Battle of the Philippine Sea that the Japanese command had to resort to their last trump in the Pacific War: kamikaze attacks. Eventually, the US military operations in the Pacific and the Soviet offensive in Manchuria forced the Japanese to lay down arms. The surrender of the land of the rising sun was signed aboard the US battleship Missouri. USS Alabama also had an honorary role.
The ship's principal pride was, after the surrender documents were signed on September the 2nd, 45, the next day, that the Alabama led the American fleet into Tokyo Bay.
Pretty soon after World War II, it became obvious that giant battle fleets did not meet the requirements of modern warfare. No matter how big the guns, they were no match for the range and destructive power of aircraft and missiles. Little by little, battleships were decommissioned. USS Alabama's turn came in the beginning of the 1960s. She was towed to her permanent berth in Mobile Bay and became the main exhibit of the exposition dedicated to the US Armed Forces and their role in World War II.
We've been open actually to the public since 1965, hosting more than 14 million visitors. We've been very happy to see that over the last several years that the younger audience has been very appreciative of learning the history of what made America great and also what made these vessels so important there.
USS Alabama was nicknamed the Lucky A because she did not receive any damage during her service, nor did she lose a single crew member to enemy fire. Now she keeps watch, helping to preserve the memory of the greatest naval warfare of all time.
So that was the USS Alabama. So if you'd like to see more of that, just post in chat. We'll gladly oblige you. And on the interim, I think what we're going to do is go into a battle. And I think what we're going to choose is Tier 9 Russian. So let's go Tier 9 Russian, the Kronstadt. Now this is a premium. Actually no longer available, so you can't get it whatsoever. So we're going into the queue. As soon as we're entering the queue, we'll go to the live screen. Switching to the live screen now. And let's see what we've got. No CVs, so I wasted flags for CVs, but hey, what are you going to do? Now there's 4 destroyers on each side. 4 battleships on each side. And 4 cruisers on each side. So 4, 4, and 4. So... this stinking map. This is not one of my favorite maps. But it is what it is.
General quarters.
So we got to deal with it. So basically where we are, we're on the port side of the map. So we're on the left flank. And we're going to maintain the left flank because it's imperative that we have a right and a left flank. Now we're a little light here on this left side. So these guys that are in the center, H3, if you look at the mini-map, these guys H3 should veer over with us to help make a stronger force on the left flank. But sometimes guys just don't understand that strategy, which can make a great effect on the overall battle experience, whether it's a win or a loss. So in order to win, you really need a strong left and a right flank working in synergy with one another in order to accomplish a win. So we got to be very careful here. We've only got a Bismarck, which is a Tier 8 battleship. DD's there too, but if you take a look here, they've got a Yamato, Jean Bart, North Carolina. So they do have some heavy guns, especially that Yamato. If he's got the ultimate upgrade, his accuracy is greatly enhanced. And with the largest shells in the game, That can be an issue, especially when they hit. Even nose on. Doesn't matter what your armor profile is. It'll penetrate 32 millimeter plating at the front, so that's what we're dealing with. Okay, so it's still early. We're just going to take our time. There's no rush. Already there's a North Carolina up here coming. Out of our range, but let's see if we got hit on.
Spotter airborne. Enemy battleship sighted.
Okay, believe it or not, we got an overpen on him. Can you believe that? We got a shot in that Donsky. Slightly out of our range. No, nothing spectacular, but we still got a hit on him. We can get another hit on him. Now we're going to have to work on this North Carolina. Not much, but we got some on them. Another hit on him. Pen, non-pen, and ricochets.
Spotter returning to ship.
That's a little bit better.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Next to nothing on him. Well, that's better.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. Acknowledged. That's how it's done.
Come on. That's friggin' BS.
Concentrate fire. Enemy destroyer sighted.
Come on. Give me a break.
is on fire. Problem solved, sir. Enemy cruiser detected. Requesting assistance. Enemy destroyer sighted. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir. Attention, reporting the target position. Requesting assistance. Stations, concentrate fire on the target. Requesting assistance. I need help. Enemy battleship sighted. All stations requesting fire on the
Come on. Perfect friggin' shot. Give me a break.
ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir. Requesting assistance.
Okay, so we took out the Yamato. This is what we wanted to do. Mission accompli. So our team should handily win this one now. Let's look at the bigger picture here. Yeah, we've got everything. They're on the peripheral now, so it's just a matter of time. We're going to win on points.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Okay, game over. We've definitely got the victory here, yep. Excellent job, not too bad, not too bad. Came in number 2 overall on our team. Okay. Got some containers, so obviously won something. Okay, so it's a good victory. Added to the naval battles, I easily did what I had to meet as a target. So we're going to take a 10-minute break here, folks. We're going to have a smoke break, make another tea, and I'll be right back, so just sit tight. Any questions, just throw them in chat, okay? Thanks. Okay, we're going to go into a battle on the Tier 10 Kurfürst battleship. So the Kurfürst Tier 10 battleship. Okay, which commander should we put? Let's put the Siegfried commander in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going into queue for the battle. As soon as we're in queue, I will switch to the live screen. Okay, going live. Okay, so let's see what we're up against here. Yeah, we got a midway on each side. 2 Kurfürsts on each side. Sweet. Montana Thunder. Cool. Okay, let's look at the map. Okay, so we need to take A on this map first anyways. The caveat with capturing A is a lot of guys just get stuck there. And it creates a problem.
Battle starts.
Okay, my guns are only 19. I really got to check my configuration on this. So what do we got on the other side? 3 destroyers. That Halland and Ostergotland. Super fast friggin' torps, and a lot of them. Thankfully they don't have any smoke. I do have a spotter on this thing though. Yeah, spotting aircraft, so that helps. Definitely gonna need it. Needed in this ship, I'll tell you. Just the way I've got it configured right now. So ideally, we just want to take A as quickly as we can, then move to B. Otherwise, we're going to be at a disadvantage. So let's just see what happens. A lot depends on the player base on our team, their experience, and how they understand the gameplay. We are detected. There's the Ostergotland. Too much of a lead on that guy. That's not a good sign. Friggin' Benson's gone.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Spotter airborne.
Where'd those friggin' shells go? What the frick?
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Spotter returning to ship. The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
So we're down 2 ships, they're down 1. So it's still early in the game.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
The enemy team has taken the lead. Enemy cruiser sighted.
What the frig? Oh, the friggin'... Really misplayed that one. Why they? Okay, Mr. Odin, or friggin'... Come on, baby.
Enemy cruiser detected.
ship is on fire!
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected.
That's it? Give me a friggin' break, man.
Torpedoes, dead ahead!
How the friggin'...
The ship is on fire! Problem solved, sir.
The enemy is about to win.
Team's falling like flies. They've lost 3, we've lost 6.
The ship is on fire!
Come on. Friggin' bullshit RNG sometimes. Same shot. More of a lead. Come on, buddy.
Problem solved, sir.
Come on. Well, we didn't get the win here, lads. Holy moly. Guys just friggin' YOLO'd in and died. 100k in damage, not too shabby. All considering, came in number 4 overall. Almost had the midway. Friggin' buggers. The buggers. What can you do? Okay. So, got 2 naval battles left to do. What am I going to drive or command next? What ship we going to command next? You know what we're going to do? We're going to do the Tier 10 cruiser, Italian cruiser Venezia. Let's do that. Tier 10 Italian cruiser of Venezia. And we got our captain Luigi. Luigi, grazie, buono Luigi. Yeah, what can I say? Pathetic, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to have any CVs this time? What do you guys think? Maybe yes, maybe no. Well, let's not take a chance. Going to go into battle. As soon as we go into the live... Oh, we're going in right away, so let's go live. Okay. Okay, aircraft carriers this time, but at least they're tier 8, so not as formidable as the tier 10 carriers. So we got a mixture of 8, 9, and 10. Mostly 10, or 9. Mostly tier 9. Couple 8s, not many, but that's okay. Oh. So here it is. Just hold your capture point and succeed in taking the other team's capture point. It's basically the prerogative with this map here.
Good luck, everyone. Thank you. Good luck and fair seas. Good luck and fair seas. Many thanks.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Got to admit, this is a very beautiful ship.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Still early in the game. Let's see where the opposition shows up. We know we got people coming down this side from the other team, so there's going to be a lot of targets. There we go.
Smoke generator started.
A few shots in the Iowa. We'll take it.
Spotter returning to ship.
That's it. Give me a break.
Smoke screen set.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Come on, Turpits, where are you?
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. I need help.
How did friggin' Turpits get over there so fast? How did he manage to do that?
Concentrate
that? That's all we got, buddy?
Enemy battleship sighted.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted.
Right.
Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected.
Main turret critically
Cruiser
damaged.
detected.
Problem solved, sir.
Enemy battleship detected.
And all our ships over here. Okay, they're down 2, we're down 1. Come on. Yeah, it does wonky stuff sometimes.
Enemy destroyer detected.
We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly. Problem solved, sir. Torpedoes to port.
Frank, another friggin' torpedo.
Hull breach.
Damn.
We're taking on water quickly.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Problem solved, sir. Nice work.
Damn. Friggin' torps left, right, and center, man. Holy
We're taking on water
frig.
quickly. Problem solved, sir. All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. Torpedoes to port.
Ah, come on.
Generator started.
He was just there. Where'd he go? Ah, frig, man. Can't handle too many more friggin' torps. Shit.
Open on the water line. Flooding quickly. Problem solved, sir. Smoke screen set.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Damn close.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
Spotter returning to ship.
Enemy cruiser.
guns in 5 minutes.
Well, there's only me and the CV left, or the CV and I for proper grammar. So we's in big trouble. Oh no.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Torpedoes, direct front. The ship is on fire.
Another potato ting. Oh, well, what are you going to do, guys? You can't do too much. It's definitely a loss for us. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, definitely a loss. Just took too many torps earlier in the game, just over on that flank trying to hold it. But, hey, what are you going to do? Can't do too much. At least we got the naval battle. I'm not sure what I'm going to go into next, so I'm just going to go for a smoke break and be right back. So smoke break, wash and break, and be right back, guys. And gals, if we got some gals out here, greatly appreciate it. So we got to figure out, I got one naval battle left. I got to figure out what I'm going to play. I'm not exactly sure. Now, while we're here, let's discuss this coronavirus, COVID-19. This is a global pandemic. It's not exclusive to North America, South America, Africa, China, Russia, Australia. It is everywhere. The quicker you realize it's a silent enemy, take proactive action. That means very simple things. Distancing and masks out in public. That'll greatly mitigate any chance of you getting it. So be smart. You can play stupid and think you're immortal and take your chances. But some people, from what I've seen from the results of the effect of this virus, it'll do permanent damage. So you only got one life to live. Live it well, live it safe, live it good. It's all about the experience. So, on a different note, let's go back to World of Warships here. And what am I going to play? You know what? I got an idea. Oh yeah, that's dangerous, isn't it? Got an idea. Uh-oh. I'm going to do a French cruiser. Henry IV. Got to throw a commander on this bugger. What are we going to do? This guy, okay, so we got a commander now. Let's check out okay, so I'm going into battle. Got the flags on it, everything else. As soon as we go into the queue for the battle, I'll switch to the live screen. Any recommendations, suggestions, comments, just throw it in chat. All interaction greatly appreciated. Okay, so we're going in, so let's go live. Okay, 2 tier 10 CVs in this game. We've got 3 destroyers on each side. And let's see how she plays out. Okay, we're on the A side. Let's go A. Let our team know where we're going, so guys can hopefully coordinate a bit. So this is a game of strategy. It's not just who can get the most damage. You play to win. Sometimes that'll mean getting high damage, sometimes low damage. Doesn't matter as long as you win. Don't forget there's 12 guys in each team, and all 12 guys have a different philosophy of how to play this game. I'm going to switch to AG.
Thank you.
Well, the Audacious, he's making a mistake if he thinks he's going to friggin' do damage to that Halland. That Halland's going to rip his friggin' ship or planes apart. Just shred them. Halland's got great AA. Range on our guns is 20.6 kilometers, so we got a half decent range. No spotting aircraft. We do have hydroacoustic if need be later on in the game. Republic coming over here. There's Al Nevsky. Mr. Nevsky. Big Al.
All stations requesting fire.
He's moving fast.
Battleship detected. Enemy destroyer detected.
Come on, something should have stuck there. Give me a break.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Finally.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Shooter Holland friggin' bit the dust.
Battleship
Not
sighted.
good to do. Not good so early in the game.
Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy battleship detected.
That's how it's done.
Thunder's got to heal up, buddy. They're down 2 ships. We're down 1. We've got 1 cap. They've got 1 cap. Looks like we're getting a second cap. We're down 3, we're down 1. Good. Not bad at all.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Attention, reporting the target position.
Come on. Give me a break.
Attention, reporting the target position. Get back!
let's get around here. Where's that friggin' curve first?
Main turret critically damaged. Torpedoes to starboard. Problem solved, sir.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Another Alnevsky. Okay, so we're down 2, they're down 5, so that's good. A lot of time left, 10 minutes left in this game, so a lot of time left. I'm gonna use up a heal, I got a lot of heals left, and there's a lot of time left. Well done, buddy. Excuse me. See, come on, turn around, buddy. Got a good hit on me. Not much I can do. He is healing. Come on, Republic, show your face, buddy. Come on. Let's do it. Let's finish you off, son. Where are you? There you are. Okay.
Well done, Commander.
lead.
Use my speed boost at all this game, guys. Okay, we're getting all 3 caps now. They've only got 4 ships left. We've only lost a total of 3 ships, so we're in a good spot. Looking good.
Our victory is in sight.
Should get this win. Got over 5.5 minutes, almost 6 minutes left.
Much obliged, Commander.
Okay, good show.
Nice work.
Okay, so we got the win. Excellent job. Team played well here. We actually did quite well. Everybody participated, probably mid-pack. Yeah, I figure mid-pack, but you'll notice the scores are very even for the most part, which means everybody contributed pretty much equally well. So that worked out well. So I'm going to sign off for the day. Unfortunately, a good buddy of mine passed away yesterday. So it's 3 minutes to 12. Normally go to 12 anyways. So as I said, COVID-19, it's real. Unless it touches close to you, you don't realize how bad it really is. So distancing, face masks, just be really smart in how you socialize. Also, if you like what we're doing here with the stream, consider like, subscribe, and follow. All greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching. We're back on tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. New York time. So see you then, and be good. Thanks a lot.